SAP Community Voice for October 30th, 2025. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our SAP Community Voice. October is coming to an end, and that means it's time for another recap of everything that's been happening inside the SAP community. Okay, I know everyone is super excited, like me, about SAP TechEd in Berlin, which by the way is only 5 days away. But in the last 2 weeks, we've already gotten a taste of so many exciting things across the SAP ecosystem related to SAP TechEd. Did you participate in DevToberfest? This online event every year kicks us off for TechEd season. And many SAP community members had the chance to learn, connect, and share insights with great speakers. Beyond the online world, a lot of amazing things have been happening on site as well. From SAP Inside Tracks and Stammtisch meetups bringing together our members locally, to the launch of the Argentina location group, expanding our SAP connections in South America. Hola, Argentina. And I know many of you have been inspired by our hobby series, like SAP champion Sandra Solis, who shared a beautiful blog post showing her artistic side. Did you see she painted portraits of me and other developers using coffee? Yes, painting with coffee, and I love coffee. If you're curious to see more, stay tuned. We have even more great highlights to share with you today. Let's dive in.
For our featured content this time, we have picked up some useful blog posts from our community members and SAP employees. First up, SAP's Tano Breutner shared valuable insights into the importance and limitations of the version dimension in SAP Analytics Cloud planning. While some recommendations advocate simplifying the model by using a single version member and managing versions through a custom public dimension, Tano takes a different approach, leveraging the version dimension as originally intended. In his blog post, he highlights the inherent restrictions of the version dimension and encourages users to support SAP's customer influence initiatives. His goal: to help make the version dimension more flexible and publicly accessible in future updates. If you are part of the SAP BTP trial community, this update is for you. Due to an unusual high level of misuse that has impacted availability for all users, the SAP BTP trial product team has announced a temporary system restriction. SAP's Caroline Burke explained that over the coming weeks, the SAP BTP trial will not be available for new trial accounts in order to prioritize security. However, if you already have an account created before October 15th, you will not be affected. Jumping to another SAP community blog post, Joelle provides a clear step-by-step guide on how to activate SAP Datasphere with SAP Databricks within the SAP Business Data Cloud architecture. The instructions are easy to follow, and she's even included images to help you visualize the process more effectively. Be sure to check it out and give it a try. And finally, SAP S Marco Valencia has published a guide on how to drive more business outcomes with SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition. This blog post is a must-read, not only because of his deep expertise on the topic, but also because he walks through key initiatives, including the use of release assessment and scope dependency for SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition. The SAP RASD tool for SAP Business AI, such as SAP Joule, and much more. To check out all these blog posts I have just highlighted, click the links in the video description below.
Time to talk about SAP Community News. I recently published a blog post to highlight 9 things you need to know about SAP Community at SAP TechEd in Berlin. This conference is not just another tech event, but how I prefer to describe it is where the SAP community comes home. This is the first time that we're on site in Europe since 2019. Some of my highlights are: connect at the community clubhouse, dive deeper into the developer garage, learn from experts, explore the community theater, step into the SAP TechEd Experience Center, get to know the SAP community platform, connect with members and champions. Do not miss the developer keynote. It's a must-see. Also, I want to take a moment to remind everyone about taking advantage of learning and certification opportunities. SAP TechEd Berlin, SAP TechEd on Tour in Bengaluru, as well as the SAP TechEd on Tour in Louisville will offer free on-site certification exams for the SAP Generative AI Developer and SAP Build Developer. In the video description, you will find a link to the official page for more details where you can learn what is available, understand their value, and registration.
Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to walk you through one of our recent highlights from the SAP Community Voice newsletter, and that is our hobby series, where SAP community members share what they're passionate about and helps them remain energized at work. First, you had me, how surprising, talk about my love for long walks and hiking. Then, we had Achim Topper talk about yoga and mindfulness and how it positively improved his personal and professional life. Then, we had Sebastiano talk about running, how it helped him reduce stress and also see places he travels to in a new way. Then, this week, we had Sandra Solis, an ABAP developer and SAP champion from Mexico. Sandra, in her blog post, shares about her passion and her hobby, painting and drawing. In the blog post, she shares more details about her 20 years of journey of painting and drawing, and she shares beautiful examples from her work, which includes drawing of the SAP developer advocates made of coffee. So I encourage you all to check out the series, share your hobby, and if you are interested in joining the series, please ping us at community@sap.com. Thank you. Hola. 20 years ago, I traveled to Argentina and I had great fun, beautiful hikes and trips. Today, I'm happy to share that we've created a group for Argentina run by Matias and Mariano. The group is a great place to get to know each other, network, and share knowledge. So I invite you to join the group and the fun.
Let's talk about events. On October 24th, last Friday, we had our final session of Devtoberfest 2025. The last 4 weeks were filled with lessons learned, new connections, insights, and lots of fun moments. We would like to send a huge thank you to all the developers who helped make this event possible and to every single speaker who collaborated with the SAP community. But most importantly, thank you to everyone who attended. I hope you all reached Nirvana. If you missed it, do not worry. You can still catch up by watching the developers YouTube playlist for a full recap. And if you have not registered for your participation or have not received your points yet, make sure to check out the Guide for SAP Developer tutorial. Now, if you're waiting for the grand prize results, the winner will be announced live at SAP TechEd Berlin during the week of November 4th, 2025. Email notifications will also be sent out after the event. We cannot wait to find out who is going to win a trip to join the SAP TechEd on tour stop in the second half of 2026. UI5Con in Bengaluru is back in 2025 after a 6-year break. The event will take place on December 13th, 2025 at the SAP Labs India Innovation Park in Bengaluru. Beyond the chance to connect and contribute to the local community, you can also speak and share your expertise. Until October 30th, you can submit your proposal in one of the 3 formats: 20-minute quickfire presentation, 40-minute in-depth presentation, or a 60 to 90-minute hands-on workshop. Do not miss the opportunity to go beyond networking by sharing your insights with other SAP members. SAP Webinar, Open Source and Model Context Protocol MCP servers. SAP's commitment to open source extends to the SAP Cloud Application Programming Model, Fiori Elements, and UI5, helping developers build robust and scalable applications with great user interfaces. This upcoming webinar will show you how 3 MCP servers support the SAP BTP development using large language models and how they can accelerate your development process. Join the SAP webinar on November 19th by registering online and check out the latest blog post for all the details. Recap of SAP community-driven events. SAP community event organizers have done an incredible job this year, and we love seeing so many location groups active and meeting in person. Last weekend, the SAP Inside Track in Fortaleza, Brazil was an enormous success, an entire day filled with online and on-site sessions, networking, giveaways, and even a music performance celebrating local culture. A big shout out to the event organizers and SAP champions, Jonas Arcaño and Manuel Robelinho, for their amazing work. To watch the recap and see all the sessions, check out the blog post on the community page. Now, jumping to the other side of the world, on October 25th, Sydney Stammtisch was another successful gathering. This was already the 3rd edition of the local event and had around 38 attendees. Stammtisch events always create a warm and friendly environment, perfect for welcoming new people. Thank you to all the organizers and everyone who joined. You can find the recap blog post by Mike Doyle and keep an eye out for his updates for the next Sydney meetups. See you soon, Mike. Upcoming SAP Community on-site events. We are just 2 months away from 2026, but there are still many local events happening before the year ends. You can see a full list on the SAP Community Events page using the filter Physical, and do not worry, we have also highlighted the key upcoming events for the next 4 weeks. Dortmund, Barcelona. Barcelona's got meetups and an SIT. Berlin, Paraguay. I see you, Juan Pablo. Dusseldorf, Melbourne, Singapore, Munchen. Is that Munich? Yeah. So, can't wait to see everyone at all these events. I hope to see you on site, and thank you so much for attending. Thank you for listening and supporting your SAP community. See you next time.